Hello everyone, I am at Radio Disney back with one of my favorite interviews, Ricardo Ordieres, and this is On the Spot Interviews. Wow, it is so great to see you. It's been such a long time.
It's crazy to think that I've known you for like 3 years. I've been in LA for 3 years and Radio Disney for 2 years. But you were like one of the first ones because I remember hosting like social media events when I moved here. I think it was May of 3 years ago, and I think that was our first interview, right?
It was in September of that year, so a few months later. Yep.
Oh, okay. At
Erica's 13th birthday party.
But before, I think we met before, also.
We did?
At the ASPC,
but that was in October.
Oh, okay. So, got it. There were so many that I did interviews with you that it's been like, oh, it's so crazy to see you here.
I know, it really is, but it's great to see that both of us have grown so much and, followed our passion. And I so appreciate you, I said this, but I so appreciate you, believing in me and, really saying that with, like, such authenticity. And it's really nice of you. So.
Well, I think you're what, 19 now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you were 18, 17.
I was,
16, no.
I was
17,
16.
18, 19.
Mm-hmm.
16, yeah. You were just so natural, you know? And it's all about having a conversation with somebody, not so much putting on a different character.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when you first interviewed everyone, not just myself, I would see that, and you were literally just having conversations with people. You'd be like, what? You have a dog? Are you serious? You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I would say something like that.
Yeah, and you've just grown so much, and I think you've taken 2 to 3 years now you're working with us. But for me, it was the exact same thing. I got a show at like 19, and then moved to LA, and then been here for 2 years. So, I'm so proud of you. That's so crazy. Just keep pursuing your dreams and don't stop.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. It's been 5 years. There's no going
back.
There's
no going back. Yeah.
But congratulations to you as well, working here with Radio Disney. So tell us about your gig.
Yeah. Okay. So I go on air. It's like sometimes it's 2 nights out of the week, and then I'm on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But the schedules change so much just because we have a lot of takeovers. We have a lot of red carpets to be at. But for the most part, it's like Thursday, Friday at night, and then the weekend I'll do Total Request Now on Saturdays, Sunday night, and then sometimes I'll be Friday morning. So they shift a lot.
Yeah. Wow. But still, I'm sure it's a great time for you. Now, who's been your favorite person that you've been able to interview or meet, on behalf of Radio Disney?
Oh, gosh. It was so crazy. So I went to, it was Disney's 60th anniversary.
The Diamond Celebration.
Yes, for ABC. Not gonna lie, these were probably one of my biggest interviews in LA so far.
Mm-hmm.
But it was Tori Kelly, Jimmy Kimmel, who I've been watching since I was growing up. Like I was in elementary and middle school, and being face to face to one of my biggest idols was so surreal.
Yeah.
So Jimmy, Tori Kelly, Hilary Duff, growing up watching her on Disney
Were you at the
Channel.
Dolby Theater event?
Yes.
Yeah, that's where I was, but I was in the audience.
Of course you were.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was at that event, Hilary Duff, and also growing up watching her on Disney Channel. Who else was there? Oh, Fall Out Boy,
Jessie J.
Ford, Jessie J.
There.
So sweet, yeah.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Mm-hmm.
Neo. So many people.
But the biggest one for me, I would have to say, just because we're in the same field, was Jimmy Kimmel.
So cool.
Yeah.
Like interviewing fellow hosts.
Yeah,
like what I'm doing right now.
It was so crazy, and I think I had one question. Like everything was going by so fast.
Of course.
Obviously, I had to ask a Disney question. So he was wearing an elephant hat, and I was like, out of all the hats, like all the animals you could have worn, why an elephant one? And I think his answer was, I think he just liked the way they ate, like the way they use their trunks to
I've never watched that. But now I'm gonna go on YouTube after this and look up how elephants eat because maybe it's very interesting.
Well, they grab it from their trunk and then put it in their mouth, right? Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I haven't seen Zaboomafoo since I was little, but there was an episode about elephants. Zaboomafoo. Remember that show on PBS with the lemur? Oh my gosh. And the lemur died.
Was that your time or my time?
That was my time.
Well, we're kind of in the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lemur died a few years ago, though, and I'm like, my childhood's over. Just like Benji died, and the dog from Full House died. Sorry, I'm like...
You're a big animal fan.
Yeah, but it's just... No, because it's weird because the actors and actresses on those shows are still alive, but then you forget the pets.
The animals, yeah. It's like Dog with the Blood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wait, Stan's still alive, right?
I believe so.
Okay, good, because I think he's young.
Yeah, I mean, that's our generation. I hope he is.
Exactly.
But yeah, so that was one of my biggest ones with Jimmy, and I think when I was back in Texas, I was interning for Mix 96.1.
Okay.
That was one of my like first ones that I did in San Antonio, and I didn't get to interview Ryan Seacrest, but it was face to face taking audio for the radio station. So at that time, being brand new to the industry, brand new to radio and TV and everything, I was like my mic was right.
Oh my gosh, I've done that
taking the
before.
audio. Yeah,
I've done that before.
but those have to be my two biggest ones that I've just been like face to face with.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Oh, and those are great names, and I'm really happy that you were able to speak with them. To speak with your idols, people who are in this entertainment industry that is so cutthroat sometimes and whatnot. So, just for everyone watching, do you have any advice? Because both of us know this industry is cutthroat. It's very hard to get your name out there and trust people. So, do you have any advice for them if they are?
Yeah, I think definitely if you want to be in this industry, as you said, it's definitely, it can be a struggle, but never stop. Like, never stop believing in yourself, and if you really want something, I mean, you can get it. It's going to take some time and some hard work. Something that always worked for me was I honestly never took no for an answer. Like, I've gotten, you were talking like off camera, like you've gotten a lot of rejection and
of course,
some no's, but you will get no's, you will get rejected. But that's all just part of the world we live in and the the industry we're in. So just keep going. If people tell you no, find a way to make it happen.
Go back a year later. Like, you have to be patient, and I feel like even though, like, of course we want an interview now, like, knowing that you will eventually get it is just as comforting, I guess.
Yeah, and I think that also makes your whole job and you just a lot more humble.
Oh
you know
my
what
gosh,
I mean?
Of course.
I think if you get handed something, it's not as rewarding as if you've
Not
worked
at
for the
all.
past 3-5 years, like you were saying,
Exactly.
and now you're in front of Radio Disney.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it makes it more rewarding. And if I'm being honest, like, I've had some big jobs where they said no, and I came back, and I just came back, and I came back, and then eventually they were like, fine, just come in, we'll give you a shot, and then see how things go. And so they worked out. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Never give up. That's the biggest thing. Don't give up and just work hard.
Yeah, and that is such a cliche thing to say, but it's so true. Like,
yeah.
And you think, okay, yeah, everyone says that, but no, guys, in this industry it is so beyond true. If I had given up, I wouldn't be right here in this building. So
yeah, and I think one of the biggest things that have helped me the past 3 years of being in LA is always expecting the worst.
I do that too.
Yeah, and it's not a bad thing. I mean, you have to expect the worst, because if you do get rejected, it's like, all right, cool, on to the next one.
Yeah, exactly.
On to the next audition.
Exactly.
On to the next interview. That's really helped me out a lot. You can't get upset when people tell you, like, well, I didn't like the jacket you wore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, who cares?
Just be like, thank you, like, see you again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Wait, do you not like this jacket?
No, I love the jacket.
I'm kidding.
No, I love the jacket. It looks so good.
Oh,
yeah.
thank you. Yes, I shopped at Forever 21 and H&M. So
let's talk about how you're like now working with us.
Yeah. So
you sent an email out, right?
Yeah. So long story short, for everyone watching, I had just emailed someone at Radio Disney saying that I'd love to come into the office one day and maybe talk to some of the on-air hosts and talent. And I was expecting just this day, like nothing more. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, you know what? I'd like to have a meeting with you. We hopped on a call. We had an in-person meeting. And since then, I know I told you guys to add Radio Disney on Snapchat. I've been doing Snapchat takeovers. I've been
red carpets.
I've been interviewing at Radio Disney hosted events like the Olivia Holt show. They've been tweeting pictures of me with some talent.
On the Radio Disney Twitter,
amazing.
right?
Yeah, on the Radio Disney
So this
Twitter.
was, okay, so you sent out one email and you never expected to even be...
I didn't even expect an answer because I think these people are so busy.
Yeah, that was another thing that a lot of people sometimes are like, I'm not going to email them just because, like, they might not email back.
I followed up like 5 times.
Right, and you followed up?
I didn't have to follow up this time, but
cool.
Normally I would, yes.
Yeah, well, I'm so happy it worked out for you.
Thank you.
It's so awesome, like, working with somebody that, I mean, we're pretty much watching each other grow.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, and like I said, I've kept up with you since, you did videos with JC and whatnot, so now to be here in this capacity,
YouTube throwback.
Seriously.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay, I have an idea.
Go ahead.
Something to you.
What?
How about you and I plan and host a throwback YouTube party with Radio Disney people and YouTubers and like the old Disney shows and everything.
And like old YouTube channels.
Yes. And we'll call it Night of nostalgia.
Night of throwbacks.
Night of throwbacks.
We'll do it on a Thursday.
It has to be on Thursday.
Yeah.
And I don't have class on Fridays till 10:20, so I can like actually like.
Night of throwbacks, hosted by. It's Eva, right?
It's Ava.
Ava? Oh, okay. Hosted by Ava. With co-host Ricardo Ordieres.
No, you.
Let's do it. No, you take the show. You take it.
Oh, thank you. You think we can make it happen?
Yeah, make it happen.
Alright. Guys, this is a real thing. You should tweet us who you want to see at this party. I don't know when it will happen. Maybe like this year, next year, but that would be so much fun.
It's insane. Like I've been getting some like tweets and stuff about like I mean when I left YouTube, I think it was like 2-3 years ago. But the whole like O2L thing, that was 4 years ago.
Oh my gosh. The Austin Mahone interview?
The Austin Mahone interview in Texas. That was like 5 years ago.
Stop.
These dudes was 3 years ago, I think, 4 as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely a really fun journey, and now doing radio and hosting and acting, and I love this city. I mean, they can't really see right now, but like outside the window, nothing but mountains.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no traffic yet, but if there was traffic, it would.
Give it about an hour or two.
Yeah, exactly.
Even at midnight, there's like rush hour.
I don't understand it.
Yeah. It's just the city we live in.
Yeah, but hey, it's worth it because if I didn't live here, I wouldn't have been able to,
Yeah.
Not that I've only lived here for a year now because I'm in college, but I'm from San Diego. I take the train now.
So when you would do the interviews, would you be flying back and forth?
No, although it is only a 25-minute flight. But no.
Oh, San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego.
Oh, okay.
No, I would take the train with a friend. It's safe, if you're with someone. And then
Mhm.
sometimes my mom would drive me if it was a later event. But no, I just, I would go on a train 2 hours up, 2 hours back.
Yeah.
On the same day. Pure dedication right there.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you. Yes, do that, of
Thank you.
course.
Yeah, and now I don't have
It's not going to be easy, but it's paying off,
Mm-hmm.
Good for you.
Thank you so much. All right. And I don't know if you remember, but I always ask the final question for our social media links.
Yeah.
So you can go ahead and plug those.
Of course. For the most part, everything is at Ricardo Ordieres.
Yeah.
Ordieres.
And there's a double O in the middle. No. No?
No.
You switched it.
Oh, well, it's Ricardo and then Ordieres.
Yeah, so...
Okay, if
right?
you put it together, it'd be double, yeah.
Yeah, because there's no underscore.
No.
Is there?
Wait, where?
On Instagram or Twitter.
No, it's all together. So yeah, I guess it would be a double O. Yeah. No, you're right.
I just
I'm wrong.
have to say that because I can't remember who, but there's a celebrity who has like the last letter of their first name and the first letter of their last name the same, but they just combine it, so there's only like one of that letter. So it's confusing.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, I guess it does look like a double O, but it's at Ricardo Ordieres for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Am I missing anything else?
Snapchat?
No Snapchat. YouTube, Ricardo Ordieres TV.
Yay,
That's where the throwback Austin Mahone
videos.
interviews are.
Yes.
I think they're still up right now.
I hope they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need to go watch those again. I'll watch that and I'll watch the...
There's a Cody Simpson one up. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. There's Cody Simpson.
Simpson?
He's up there, yeah. I did Austin Mahone, Cody Simpson in San Antonio. Well, Shawn Mendes. Wow.
What?
Shawn Mendes, I think it was one of his first radio interviews. He wasn't in studio, but it was over the phone, and we were, we had just met over like social media.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, Ricky from Forever in Your Mind.
Ricky Garcia. Oh
yeah,
my
because he's also from
goodness.
San Antonio, Texas, so he's up there as well. One of his first ones. Who else? Oh my gosh, there's so many. It's so crazy. Ricardo Ordieres TV. They're all up there. If you want to listen to some throwback interviews.
I'm going to. I'm definitely going to. Well, Ricardo, thank you so much for your time today and for believing in me. And I'll hopefully see you at this party that we are going to have.
Yes.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
If not, I'll see you on a red carpet soon.
Absolutely. We'll probably co-host the red carpet.
Hey, I'd love that.
Yeah. Thank you
Of course.
so much. I'm giving you like 5 high fives.
I know, but hey, we deserve them.
Cool. Thanks.